Into this terror plot is terrorism expert Tom Ruskin from the CMP Group.
And Tom is also a former police detective responsible for New York City crisis management. Thanks for being here, Tom.
Thanks for having me.
Well, now, since the FBI has now said that this guy was indeed acting alone, question is, what do you think? I mean, what were his chances of succeeding, possibly blowing up the Statue of Liberty or even the Empire State Building?
I think acting alone the way that we now know he was looking to do, he had a very good chance of succeeding. Our fear from a law enforcement standpoint and a crisis management standpoint has always been that lone terrorist. And the terrorist who doesn't act with anyone else, leaves no trace behind, and could roam this country freely, as he knew he could, possibly leaving these bombs as he traveled along the country.
And, Tom, we're going to ask you, clearly New York City has a huge allure, all the landmarks, financial center of the world. Is that the reason why it seems like it's always the target #1 for terrorists?
Well, I mean, we live in New York City, so we know the great things about New York City, and we know why people would want to come here to visit. For terrorists, it's everything that depicts this country. It's freedom, it's capitalism, it's the financial systems, it's the hub of the world. So to come here and try and cause havoc here really carries out your message long before and long after your terrorist act actually happens.
Yeah. Tom, let's talk about this a little bit more now, because we seem to be facing these lone wolf terrorists more and more. We've seen that. So the question is, what kind of progress are we making in getting the upper hand on these types of plots where these people, as you point out, act alone and they got a pretty good chance?
Well, I think that Congressman King is on the right track. We have to look at these people coming over with student visas. This is the second one who's targeted New York City and has acted as a terrorist coming from the Middle East and looking to cause havoc in this country. They're coming over on student visas. Is there some kind of monitoring program that we can implement, or that Congress can implement, or the Immigration Naturalization Service can implement to stop these people or monitor these people once they're here?
Well, the fear is how many more of them are there out there.
We don't know, and that's the scare. And this guy acting by himself, law enforcement was very lucky to get on top of it before he carried something out.
Yep. Absolutely. Tom Ruskin from the CMP Group, we thanks you for coming in tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Meantime, the real-life drama surrounding Charles